Huh. Okay. So, think I should be good and loaded. Okay. Today, just making a little simple video on some tips and trips for low levels. I don't really know how I'm supposed to do this. Like, if you're a really low level, one thing you should definitely focus on is getting your first weapon for your class. Which, you can get your beginner weapons, or you can come over here once, and over in this is the blacksmith and unnamed, and you can make the wooden mage staff. This is mainly for mage, obviously the staff is, but because most people don't know where to get their first staff from. So you come over here, 2,000, just 6 copper, 1 long handle. If you want to buy a long handle to make the staff, and this is also where you get the pickaxe, you buy it from this guy right here. He's got, standard pickaxe. He's got the wooden broom and the long handle. But you'll eventually get the wooden broom from like really early on from doing the main quest, especially if you're like new. But that's helpful for people who can't get their first weapon. And if you're looking for ore to mine, you come in this cave with your pickaxe, and there's ore that spawn. These are just normal stone. This is what iron looks like, iron ore. And this is what copper looks like. So you basically want to look for these two when you're mining mainly. That's one little thing that people don't really know much about. Another thing is, I forgot what, you got to build up a certain amount of money for a lot of these beginning things. That's the only time you ever really need money other than upgrading weapons. This guy right here has 2 things you can buy, which gives you, some people don't know about this guy right here. I've already maxed him out, so I can't show you what he does. But you need, I forgot how much money it is. But he gives you double jump and a better block. So, pretty helpful. Not the most, useful thing. And this next part, you only really need to do if you plan on being a mage. You might as well do it just to get it done with. After you do that first part right there, then you unlock this guy after a certain little bit of levels. And you talk to him, and he'll give you a quest, or 2 quests, and they'll give you traits. It'll give you mono reserve traits. I forgot which exact ones it is. It might be, and he gives meditating. So if you want to learn meditating, which I'm on console, so I just got a button right there to click, you meditate. That's pretty helpful, mainly for mages, since a lot of people are confused with mage stuff. Since melee stuff is a little more simpler early on. And then another tip for mages is, when you fight Golem, Golem has a chance to drop a title called the Mono Wielder. You need the Mono Wielder title to unlock the mage moveset, which will give you M2s on your staff like that, and these skills on the side of my screen. They're not too helpful, but it's a little bit of extra damage and can, be very beneficial. Another thing a lot of people don't really do a lot of is certain missions once you reach a certain level. 150 is where you really want to get to. That's where you start. Once you get to level 150, you can level up a lot. So once you get to level 150, you can get this quest. And that is to fight Red. And right there, you'll see it at the top of my screen. Gives a good bit of XP, money, and gives 6 spins. And if you want to know where he is a harder boss, but you can always just keep resetting and coming to kill him. He's over here in this little pond area. This one's corrupted, so he's gonna be a little tankier. I'm gonna kill him. Show y'all. So obviously y'all won't be killing him as fast as I can, but and being able to tank as much, but as you see, you know, you get a good bit of gold and XP. And I lose half my gold due to having a devil bounded. Which gets me to my next point. Once you reach level 150, the quest is not here right now. I would wait for the quest, but it's just easier for me to explain right now. Once you reach level 150, a quest will pop up saying, let me find it. Somebody has seen something they might not live to tell, and he'll spawn right here. I think right here against this little log, and you come talk to him, and he'll tell you something about darkness unveils the truth. And this is the first stage to unlocking your devil. And after you do that, you want to come all the way over here. You want to go all the way past. You want to go back out the desert again. And I'll fly over there real quickly. You want to fly all the way to this portal, or walk, whatever, and then to the left of this guy right here. You're looking for this right here, this rock right here, and you want to type in darkness unveils the truth. And the door will open. Once this door opens, and you got to be level 150 to do all this. This is for devil requirement stuff. You can come in here. And this is where you'll be able to talk to your devil once you get one. This is the devil advocate, obviously. He can let you spawn rifts if you have all the parts. He can open a rift to your devil. He can, sell you devil parts for Robux. He can sell you soul frags for your devil. And he gives you a quest, the Lesser Devil quest. This is another very good quest for leveling up once you reach level 150. All you got to do is kill one Lesser Devil, which they are a very hard boss. That's also what I'm about to go do if I can go find one. I'm going to show a simple way of beating Lesser Devils for any level. Because they become they are one of the most killed bosses in the game because of their drops. You gotta kill them. Just part of the game. It's really needed. But yeah, once I find one, well, we'll see. I'll show y'all how to kill them. Y'all won't do, nearly as much damage. So you might have to, sit there for a little bit trying to kill him. But once you do it, you'll get, at level 150, you do this quest once, you'll get a lot of XP. Probably 10, 15 levels at most. Which is very big when you're, low level. Okay, here's one right here. I could show where they all spawn, but that's going to take me a little bit. So, pretty much okay, that was a bad start. Pretty much how you beat them is they have two attacks. This kick, and you can perfect block that, and their slam. And I am getting beat. Pretty much, if you perfect block, which the server's a little laggy, which is probably why I'm having trouble. You take no damage, and you can just attack freely. Depending on what you use, if you're a melee user, you can hit it a few times. Block. Or just keep doing that. It'll do a slam, then a kick. A slam, and then a kick. It's a very simple pattern to do, but once you do it, you get a lot of XP, a lot of money. It's a very good thing to do, especially at low level. I'll be making another few more guides with all devil stuff. a leveling guide, all this stuff. But these were just some little tips that help you level up, and some stuff people just don't realize. So I hope some of y'all find this useful.